Hello, this is our usual weekly traditional recording of the greetings. So, about greetings to my family and friends. And I also will do it in Russian, but this is an English version. So, that's for the parsha of the week, the Torah of the week, which is Kitetse when you enter. That's from the book of Deuteronomy. In the parsha, well, the fifth book of Moses, Deuteronomy, Devarim, and the parsha talks about lots of things, about rules of war, rules of behavior, and it also talks about one interesting concept, just one paragraph on chapter 22, the parsha Kitzetsei of Deuteronomy, verse number 6. If a bird nest happens to be before you on the road, or on any tree, or on the ground, young birds or eggs, and the mother is roasting on the young birds or the eggs, you shall not take the mother with the young. You shall surely send away the mother and take away for yourself, so that take the young for yourselves, so that it will be good for you and you will prolong your days. So the question, this is only 5 minutes recording, hopefully short. So you can ask yourself, how many times you actually have done that, walked around and then looked at the eggs of the birds? How many people actually ate the eggs of the birds nowadays? If you want omelet, you go to the store and buy eggs, chicken eggs. So, but in the old days, it wasn't like that. People didn't have refrigerations. People didn't have a lot of things. They were poor. And for many people, not all, but many people, yeah, if you find that in the nest, you have a little farm. It's not today's huge cities, a small town, and you have a forest next to you, and you walk there to get wood for the fire, and you see the bird's nest, and that becomes a dinner. But how you take it, the Torah is teaching us, matters. And the Rambam and Rambam, Maimonides, and the Ramban, Nachmanides, commentaries on this passage saying why Torah um, is also what stories try to tell us. Well, God, we know that animals instinctively love their young. People do, animals do, maybe even trees do. I don't know, but animals certainly do. It's instinctive feeling. And the Rambam, Maimonides and Nachmanides, Rambam, telling us here, so this is not to teach that God loves the animals and it hurts him when we kill the animal. If that was so, we'll not be doing sacrifices of animals and we'll not be eating animals for meal. So God is teaching us to teach us how to be kind to others. Use this example to be kind, to think of somebody else. And you can say, why is it teaching us now? In Leviticus, Vayikra, 2 books earlier, 22nd chapter, verse 28, it says, but an ox or a sheep or goat, you may not slaughter it and its offspring the same day. So it already teaches the laws one time. Why to do it again? Torah is very succinct. It doesn't repeat things time and time and again. What's different in this passage now in Deuteronomy, it brings in the eggs, the little birdlings or the eggs. Why is that? So if you kill the bird, if you take the bird, the eggs or your small birds, the babies will die. You're not allowed to kill like that. Even it's not a human. You cannot destroy nature. You can't cut the tree for nothing. It must be the reason. Cut the tree for the wood. You can't just walk around and then just smack the tree just for the heck of it. You can't do the killing for fun. That's not Jewish attitude. We don't have hunters as a sport. So the bird, you cannot let the eggs now die if you take the bird. But if you take the eggs or the small birdlings there, then you have it for food. That's okay according to Torah. But the mother witnesses that. And the Torah said the mother feels the pain. It hurts the mother. So you have to chase mother away. And it says the way in Hebrew, it's you have to keep chasing the bird away. Keep chasing it away. So the bird comes back. If you ever seen how the animal attacks sometimes a bird nest and the mother bird flying around, you see mother and father birds are flying around, they're trying to scare, they fight for the young. They even fight for the eggs. The eggs hasn't hatched yet. It's not a baby yet. And yet the bird fight for the eggs. So eventually, now we humans, women have babies inside the wombs. That the mammals have that. We don't lay eggs, but it's similar. And mother and father will protect and defend our lives and our life of the unborn to the death. Now, the controversy today about abortions, there are some for abortion, people against abortions. People who go by the Torah do not believe in abortion to, listen, it was unwanted pregnancy. I didn't mean to have a baby. I have abortion. That's not Torah's attitude. Torah says the mother bird feels pain for the egg. And that feeling has to be also, it's in the humans. If you lose that feeling, you lose your human side. So the bird, but also the bird is not staying there to the death. If you ever had a pigeon outside your window, and if you come to the window, the pigeon flies away. But if they have a nest, and if you come to reach out to the nest, the mother bird stays actually. It's not afraid. Now, if you reach your hand down, try to touch it, the bird ultimately will fly away. So mother bird will still protect their babies, protect the eggs, keep flying back, but eventually will go away. So Torah says that eventually it's for us, for humans. If you have to have food, you cannot bird forever, keep fighting until you can't take an egg. You have to eat. So the bird has to give up to you. So the bird flies away, doesn't defend the eggs or the young to her death. Humans do defend to the death. That's a difference because we don't eat humans, but we eat birds and we eat animals. Torah allows that. So that's the teaching here of the morality of the story. We have to be sensitive to others, even though it is concept, something that may happen later. But if it happens, if it will happen later and affect our lives, we need to be sensitive of it today. Sensitivity. That's what Torah is all about. That's why no wonder when they ask Hillel, one of the famous Jewish sages, what's the non-Jew asking, what is Torah? Tell me just quickly in just one sentence. And Hillel said, what's hurtful to you, don't do unto others. But then he added, now go and learn. And that's the concept here. Obscure passage. Usually people don't talk much about it, but maybe you can discuss it at your Shabbat table and see what you think. Hopefully I got into 5 minutes or close to, very brief, so you can see it and think about and discuss it. On that, Shabbat Shalom.